Welcome back to Des Moines Capitals Hockey. Getting ready to bring you the varsity matchup here between the visiting team, Des Moines Capitals, and the home team, the Omaha Junior Lancers. Capitals fall short yesterday to the Lancers, so hopefully to rebound today. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Omaha Lancers come in here in 6th spot. 27 games played, 26 games played, 18 wins, 7 losses, 1 shootout loss, 37 points on the season, 116 goals for, 58 goals against, 349 penalty minutes, and they are 4-1 the last 5 games. The Capitals set in 5th spot, just 1 point above the Lancers. 27 games played, 19-8. Good for 38 points in the season. 122 goals for, 63 goals against, 374 minutes and penalties. And the Capitals are 4-1 the last 5 games. I'm going to just run through our Capitals. So same score point leaders for the Capitals. Clark Kruger with 27 goals, 32 assists, 59 points on the season. And Brody Stiles with 70 minutes and penalties. Brett Baxter with 8 power play goals and 3 shorthanded goals. Ethan Burney with 8 wins. At least they got through that before national anthem.
In goal, number 31, Stephen Maslakowski. At defense, number 27, Brody Stiles. Also at defense, number 34, Sam Naffa. At left wing, number 3, Hunter Hubbard. At right wing, number 21, Clark Kruger. And the centerman, number 29, Brett Baxter. Capitals head coach is Brian Spring, assistant coach is Barry Elliott.
So in net today, Mazakowski in net. Sam Knopfler, Brody Stiles, Hunter Hubbard, Brett Baxter, and Clark Kruger, all the starting lineup for the Capitals.
Also at defense, junior, number 63, Will Holiday. At left wing, a senior, number 44, Logan Mercier. At right wing, a senior, number 12, Cole Beaver. And the center, a senior, number 42, Brock James.
And getting ready to do the national anthem.
Assistant coaches, Derek Finger and Zach Brown. The on-ice officials tonight will be linesman Eric Johnstone and Connor Kuhn. Referee will be Connor Van Hens. Now, fans, please rise and remove your hats as we salute the men and women serving our country both at home and overseas with the singing of our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the hope of our
National anthem just got done. Well, I thought that yesterday when he was singing the national anthem. That was a live national anthem. Their announcer over there did it. And I thought yesterday, I'm like, that sounds like it's live. They got a hell of a recording on that. And I just happened to glance over there today when he was doing it, and I saw him singing it. He did a nice job.
He was a police officer.
Oh, okay.
And he came in uniform yesterday.
Oh.
He must have been on duty and came in just to do the national anthem. Yeah, he's also their PA guy here, too.
Yeah.
So.
17 minutes up on the clock. Did I not go live on Facebook yet? This is waiting on video. It's got to be live there somewhere.
Well, let's kind of see what kind of giddy up we got in here today, Tony. See if we can
Yes.
get some skating going, get some.
All right, Capitals moving to your right. And the Lancers moving to your left. They're just underway. Lancers won the faceoff. They draw it over on the far side. Back on the near side it comes. On the near boards, back out to the blue line. Capitals try to chip it up the ice. A shot, or sent in deep down in the Capitals into the rink, sent over to the far side. Played on the half boards by Hubbard. Hubbard to Knopfler. And Lancers come up with it. Top of the circle. Up to the point, fires it, shot, saved by Mazakowski. Lancers working it in the left-hand corner, our blind spot for the day. And that goes off the goaltender up into the protective netting. And we get a whistle. Face-off going to be to the stick side of Mazakowski. Lancers win the face-off draw back to the blue line. Capitals have out there Paulus, Porup, and Christ. Young and Myers on the defensive side. Capitals on the far side to play it. Christ tried to clear it out. Shot on net, save. Mazakowski sent on to the near side. Back to the far side. Paulus tried to chip it out. There has not been any action on our right side of the ice at all. And that puck left the playing surface, so we get a whistle. 15:48 left of the first period. Capitals win the faceoff. They send it right on net. The Lancers took it from us, put it right on net. And Mazakowski with the big save. Puck comes back out to the neutral zone, dumped back into the Capitals in the rink, saved by Mazakowski. Capitals pick it up in behind their own goaltender, played on the far side, and that's going to be icing on the Capitals. Well, Rob, so far,
nearly 2 minutes have gone by in this game.
and we haven't got across the red line yet.
Yeah.
Not good.
No. And it's guys being stationary in the defensive zone, and then when you try to get it up and going, you're going to get beat to the puck every time if you're not skating.
Shot on net off the face-off. Mazakowski with the save. Capitals win the face-off, and we got it across the red line, down into the Lancers in the rink. Drop pass back to shot on net, save, shot, and that was Kruger with the shot as he brought it down the ice, played on the backside. And
well, our defensemen are going to have, if they're going to take shots from the point, just like yesterday, they're going to have to move to get those open shots. Omaha's doing a good job of getting in those passing lanes and those shooting lanes.
Puck goes all the way down, and the Capitals into the rink. The Lancers pick it up down below the goal line. Trying to dig it out is Wiersma and Baxter on the left side of the ice, out to the point. Lancers keep it alive. trying to wrap it around, and no one even picked him up. Now here comes the Caps back the other way. Baxter, Kruger, they bring it in. Shot goes wide past the goaltender. And is that the same? See if that's the same goalie in there from last night. Seems to me that's a different goalie. PJ Locks, it looks.
Yeah, that's a different guy
Yeah.
than we had last night.
Puck's all the way over to the far side, right in front of the Lancers bench. Capitals have it at the blue line, and they come in offsides. .13:46 left on the first period. Capitals have out Christ, Paulus, and Porup on the front side. Knopfler and Stiles. Lancers pick it up on the far side. They bring it all the way down. That's waved off right at the red line. Lancers touch it. Mazakowski plays it all the way up to the blue line. Bouncing puck on the near side. Played by. Fires it. Shot up into the protecting netting. That was Porup that took a shot. Came off the defender's stick. Our trainer Lindsay's watching. Probably her and her husband and the little baby. Wyatt. Baby boy. So, hi Lindsay, how are you? Capitals with the face-off. Bragg. The puck comes back out to the blue line, kept in by Myers. Puck comes free all the way up to center ice, dumped down into the Capitals in the rink over to players Bragg. Bragg sends to the near side to Starr. Puck comes free. Centering pass out front, broken up by Bragg. Bragg has it over to Webb, and the Lancers play it on the sideboards. Capitals keep it alive at the blue line. Back out to play it as Myers. Myers brings it in. Myers bouncing puck loose. Down into the far corner, played by Bragg. Lancers have it, though. They play it into the near corner. Ah, frick. Penalty on the Capitals. Clark Kruger's going to sin bin. 2 minutes for hooking. Oh, that was not kind of a weak call there, I thought.
Kind of an incidental thing, and usually in the open ice you don't see that called.
So the Capitals be on the Des Moines Prairie penalty kill. Give Tyler Scott a call for all your Prairie needs. Lancers with it down in the Capitals offensive side of the ice. Capitals bring it out to the blue line. Back to play it is Davison. Davison to Wiersma. Wiersma up to Hubbard, and the Capitals send it down in. Nice penalty kill for the Capitals so far. Lancers have it down in their defensive side of the ice. They move it over to the left side. Cross the blue line down into the Capitals into the ring. Penalty kill unit out there for the Capitals. Wiersma, Davison, Hubbard, and Baxter. The Lancers have it on the far side on the half boards. Into the corner it goes. Lancers controlled it on the right side of the ice. Back out to the point. To the left side. Fires it. Tipped in front. Shot went wide of Mazakowski. Right idea by the Lancers. Back out to the blue line. Fires it. Shot saved. Mazakowski. And the rebound directed off into the sideboards. 48 seconds left on the Kruger penalty.
Need to get it clear here. This penalty kill team's been out here for a while now.
Lancers play it on the right side, centering pass right out in front of the net. Shot saved, Mazakowski. And the Capitals come up with it, and they get it and send it to the length of the ice. 30 seconds remaining on the penalty to Kruger.
And Capitals get that change they needed.
Lancers with it now. They break it up the right side of the ice. Christ, Stiles, Knopfler, and Porup out there on the penalty kill for the Capitals. Knopfler plays it on the far side. onto the near boards. Tried to get to Christ. Lancers on the half board, spins, and Kruger comes off the ice, onto the ice, and onto the bench, and Paulus comes out. So back to 5-on-5 hockey, and the Lancers have it in the left-hand corner. Centering pass broken up by Knopfler. Knopfler at the blue line. Sent over to the near side. Paulus brings it in to the left side of the ice, down in the offensive zone. Leave there for Chris. Chris fires it on net. Rebound and just overskated it.
Hopped over the stick.
Yep, over the stick on Paulus.
I like him going hard to the net, though.
Yeah, I did like that.
That's what you want to see.
Puck comes free, back out to the neutral zone. And here comes Bragg. Bragg's got some room, couldn't hang on to it. Bragg gets knocked off the puck. Lancers pick it up in behind their own goaltender. Long pass up to the near side. Down in on net, icing waved off as Mazakowski plays it up to center ice.
And that's what Omaha is going to have to be a little leery of, Mr. Mazakowski. He has a good stick as a goaltender.
Does. Mazakowski would like to skate it up the ice and score it himself if he could.
Yeah, he's one of those like Pecorini type guys. You got to be careful with him. You know, he can throw that stretch pass out. A lot of goaltenders can't do that.
Capitals have it on the near boards up to center ice. Hard hit right in front of us. Starr took a hard hit, played by Webb. Webb has it down on the offensive side of the ice for the Capitals, in behind the Lancers goaltender. And the Lancers break free with it, and now they bring it up through
three guys below the goal line. And
trying to get it around Davison, and he does. Fires it on net, save of Mazakowski, cleared off to the far side by Davison. Now the Capitals bring it back the other way. Webb with it now. He dumps it down into the Lancers in the rink. Capitals getting a change. Get some fresh legs out there. Kruger comes out. Kruger and Hubbard back to play it as Baxter. Shot towards the net, blocked. On the near side, Lancers with it now across the blue line, down into the Capitals into the rink, chasing after his Wiersma. The Lancers catch up to it, threw it in front of the net, and the Capitals have to pick it up to Baxter. Baxter got it to Kruger. He didn't know which side of the puck was coming on. Lancers looking for that home run stretch pass. Had a guy on the left side here, picked off by Baxter, left there to Stiles. Stiles played it to Kruger, but couldn't hang on to it. The Lancers bring it back the other direction. They break it out the right side of the ice. Gets it up to Kruger. Kruger sidesteps in all alone. Shot, save, and penalty on the Lancers. Going to get a hooking call, and the Capitals is going to be on the Pickett Finch Creamery power play. Look for all your dairy Pickett Finch Creamery's products and all the dairy sections in the Des Moines area.
Well, good scoring chance there by Mr. Kruger. Tried to just slide it by 5-hole on him, and goalie was able just barely to get it down and get that. Now we'll see if we can get something going on this power play.
Capitals win the faceoff. They draw it on the far side, played by Knopfler. Knopfler top of the circle, left there to Kruger. Kruger on the near side, played by Webb. Back up to Kruger. Kruger on the far side to Knopfler, fires it to Webb. Webb puts it on net, shot saved by the Lancers goaltender. Capitals pick it up in behind the goal line. Back on the right side of the ice to Webb. Webb back out to Kruger. To Webb on the right side, skates it in, shot save. 1:28 remaining in the power play for the Capitals, 6:55 left in the first period.
Like to see, some shots to the front of the crease and get a tip at the front of the crease.
Yep, I think
sometimes missing on purpose like that to get a tip is.
Capitals win the faceoff, back to Kruger. Kruger to Webb. Webb skates it in the right side, back to Kruger on the top side. We got a player without his stick, and nice recovery by Kruger. And the Lancers clear at the length of the ice all the way down. Mazakowski is going to send it back up to Kruger. Kruger has it now at the blue line. He brings it on the left side of the ice. Left there for Knopfler. Knopfler gets picked off 1-0, coming back the other way unless we hurry. Lancers have a shot goal. Short-handed goal by the Omaha Lancers, and they make it a 1-0 hockey game.
That's kind of a foolish play there. You're forcing it through a guy versus just circling back and setting it up again. The Capitals pay for that one.
6:24 of the first period. Caps down by 1. Capitals win the face-off. They draw it down. Still got a 51-second power play here for the Capitals. And the Capitals bring it up the right side of the ice, dumps it down into the Lancer in the rink, chasing after it is Paulus. Paulus picks it up down below the goal line. Sent over to the near side. Young and Stiles on the point, and the Young couldn't catch up to it. The puck goes all the way back down, and the Capitals into the rink. Mazakowski just leaves it there. He's not going to go for the pass. Stiles plays it. Oh, going to lose it again. Oh, my gosh. They got in behind their defenders again. Short-handed try for the Lancers. Trying to wrap it around over the head of the goaltender.
And he's in the crease. So
yeah, I don't think the crease matters at this rink. They've been in the crease all weekend.
You can't have a guy standing on top of the goalie in the crease.
And that's going to be icing on the Capitals. 5:25 left in the first period. Yeah, we haven't seen an in the crease call all weekend. They missed that part of the rule book, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that makes it hard on a goaltender. You know,
yeah.
You got
face off to the glove side of Mazakowski. Capitals win the face-off. They draw it on the far side, played by Wiersma. Bouncing puck loose. Backhanded shot saved by Mazakowski. Lancer's going to walk it right out in front. Picked off by Jack Starr. The Lancers back out to center ice with it. They turn and backhand it in, down into the Capitals in the rink. Wiersma chasing after it. Wiersma catches up to it, sends it to the far side. Capitals trying to bank it off the wall. And they do. Starr couldn't hang on to it. Played up on the near boards. Lancers have it at the defensive side of the ice for him. Lancers bring it down, and the Capitals in the ring try to get around Wiersma, and they do. Backhand move, and the Capitals pick it off. Now here comes Webb back the other way. Avoids a hit.
We're just not moving our feet very well.
Lancers with it now up through center ice, down into the Capitals into the ring. Picked off by Baxter. Baxter throws it on the sideboards. 4:10 left in the first period. 1-0 hockey game. Short-handed goal by the Lancers is the difference in this game so far on the scoreboard. Lancers right out in front. Backhanded shot. Never made it to the goalie. And here comes Kruger back the other way. Kruger with it now. He gets in behind the defenders. Brings it down the right side of the ice. Still with it. Sends it out to the point. Played by Young. Young fires it and goes off the shin pads and up into the protective netting. And the Capitals get a whistle. 3:45 left in the first period. 1-0 hockey game. Face off to the stick side of the Lancers goalie. Capitals did not win that face off because they blow the whistle. Play dead. Capitals win the face-off, played by Kruger. Kruger top of the circles, sent over to the far side to Baxter. Baxter playing it on the left side of the ice. Tried to feed it to Kruger, got picked off, or got deflected. That's the word I'm looking for. Played into the corner. Kruger leaves it there for Hubbard. Will Young brings it down into the Lancers in the rink. Gets knocked down, no call. Fires a shot, save. Man, Kruger turned and got a shot on net. Puck comes loose all the way up to center ice. Baxter tried to sidestep him, couldn't hang on to it. Turnover at the blue line. And the puck goes all the way down into the Capitals' end of the rink. Down below the goal line, sent over to the far side. Pauls has it on the far side, and we're going to get a whistle. And that is off. 2:43 left in the first period.
The play's getting a little more physical right now, Tony. Guys starting to check a little bit more.
Face off to the glove side of Mazakowski, and the puck's going to go all the way down, and the Lancers in the rink. Lancers pick it up in front of their own goaltender. Now they slide in behind him. In the corner it goes. Paul's trying to dig it out. Paul's on the half boards. Now on the far side. Kept in by Knopfler. Bouncing puck loose all the way over on the right side now. And the Capitals couldn't keep it in at the blue line. Stiles bounces over his stick. He's able to recover, dumps it back down into the Lancers in the rink. Lancers pick it up in behind their own goaltender. They break it out the right side of the ice. And they're going to outwork the Capitals and bring it down into the defensive side of the ice for the Capitals. Played by Stiles. Stiles able to get it out of the zone. Played it off the sideboards here. Poor with it, sidesteps one, dumps it down into the Lancers in the rink, bouncing puck. Capitals chasing after it. Poor goes after it in behind the Lancers goaltender, played on the near side. And here comes the Lancers up the left side of the ice. Picked off by Wiersma. Wiersma to Baxter. Baxter able to get around him, fires it, shot, goal! The Capitals get it 5-hole, they make it a 1-1 hockey game. Nice effort by Baxter there. Outworked the Lancers.
Yeah, and just found a way to get it past this goaltender. You know, beat him through the 5-hole. Hard shot on the ice.
Hard shot, low shot. That's the shots Rob likes.
I like the. I think
shot.
it makes it easy on goaltenders when you shoot it right into their chest. It always looks pretty when you're a player to loft the puck, but
yeah.
It's not usually very productive.
Capitals win the faceoff. Kruger won that faceoff. Trying to bring it in. The Lancers into the rink. Picked off, though, by the Kruger again. Shot on net. Kruger with a shot on net, and goaltender covers it up. 1:15 remaining in the first. We'll knot it up at 1.
Well, I'm kind of seeing this goaltender for Omaha. He gets a little bit off his point, getting way outside the post, so we get some on the weak side. He's not going to be able to get back.
Capitals with it now. Fired it, shot on net. Shot on net again. Hubbard with a shot.
Another shot.
I was trying to think of his name. Back out to the point it goes. Over to Wiersma. Wiersma has it. Goaltender did lose his stick momentarily, but he got it back. Just under a minute remaining in the first period. The Capitals getting some pressure on the Lancers right now.
Keep moving, boys. Keep moving with your skates.
Lancers send it over to the far side. And the Capitals play it. Went on net. Here comes Kruger. Kruger gets around. Baxter with it now. Fires a shot. Just went wide of the goalie. Maybe the goalie got a little piece of that.
I think he got a little piece of it with his glove. And I mean a little piece of it. Enough to knock it wide.
Lancers with it now at the blue line, and the Capitals into the rink. Played by Kruger. Kruger over to Chris. Chris with it now. Drop pass back to Kruger. Kruger fires it. Shot in the shin pads of the Lancer players with 14 seconds remaining in the period. Nice hip check by Myers.
Too bad in that last exchange. Paulus is coming down the weak side. Had a one-timer ready. Just couldn't pick him up.
Webb gets in behind the defenseman. One try here. Shot. Oh, over the head of the goaltender. Looking in the right area. And the Capitals make the last couple of minutes of this period pretty exciting. After one period of play, it's 1-1. Be back with second period action in 15-20 minutes. Thanks for listening to Des Moines Capitals Hockey. All right, back with you, Des Moines Capitals hockey. Second period action just about underway as the Capitals score late in that first period, making a 1-1 hockey game. And they were just getting some momentum going towards the end of the game, and I heard some of the players down there in the hallway talking about the momentum, so hopefully they can keep going where they left off. Capitals wearing their purple going to your left on the screen, the Lancers wearing their white going to your right. And Capitals have it up to Hubbard, sent down into the Lancers in the rink, played by Baxter. Baxter into the corner it goes. Back out to center ice. The Lancers bring it in one-on-one. Fires it on net. Saved by Mazakowski. Mazakowski wrapped it around and couldn't get the second shot off. Mazakowski was going through that goal he let in down there in the hallway and kind of saying what he did wrong, but he said, to be honest with you, that was a great damn shot, he said. So, and it was.
And sometimes that's, and that's a realization of a good goaltender is, sometimes you just got to tip your hat to a guy who makes a good shot.
Lancers pick it up, try to center it out front, down below the goal line. Lancers play it on the far side of the ice. He couldn't keep it in, trickled out of off the blue line. Long home run pass, gets in behind him, and Hubbard tried to center it over to Christ and got blocked. As the Lancers bench was yelling for somebody to pick him up as the Capitals was trying to catch him on a line change. Down and deep it goes, played by Young. Young with it now. Sent over to the far side, played by Porp. Lancers controlling the puck down on the Capitals' defensive side of the ring. Up on the near side, here comes the Capitals back the other direction, and Porp could not catch that pass, and the puck comes free back out to center ice and back into the Capitals in the rink. Lancers put a shot on net. Sent over to the far side. Centering pass out front, broken up by Paulus. Paulus sends it up to Porp. And then Lancers pick it up in front of the Capitals bench. They turn and send it back the other direction. Paulus gets a stick on it. Oh, nice hard hit by Porp. Wow, we need more of that. Shot on net, saved by Mazakowski. And that was another hard hit. Young with a hard hit. Here comes the Lancers 2-on-2 coming back the other way, down the right side of the ice. Shot towards the net, tipped by Mazakowski, sent over to the far side, played by Webb. Tied up right in front of the Lancers bench. Fires it on net, saved by Mazakowski for the Capitals. Sent off into the corner. Young plays it down in the right-hand corner. Loose in front of the goaltender, and the Capitals come up with it, send it to the far side. Lancers get control of it, though. Sent on the near side. Shot on net, saved by Mazakowski, sent over to the far side by Myers. Myers picks it up down below the goal line. Right on net, saved Maslow. And the Capitals come up with it. They're bringing up the blue line. Tried to get a pass to Webb. Picked off by the Lancers. The Lancers force it right back down the Capitals' throat in the defensive side of the ice. Oh,
that was a hold there, though.
Fires it, shot, goes up into protective netting. 13:23 left in the second, knotted up at 1.
Lancers got away, number 42 got away with a hold there, grabbed the jersey, the shoulder pad, and turned the Capitals player, causing the turnover.
Lancers won the faceoff. Throws it towards the net, went wide of Mazakowski. Puck's loose in behind the Capitals goalie. Lancers pick it up down below the goal line, play it on the right side of the ice. Back to the point, shot off the shin pads of Hubbard. Stayed in play, barely. Shot on net, save. Sent over to the near side, and that goes up into protective netting. 12:55 left in the second. Not much action in the left
Well,
side of the ice here for the Capitals yet.
They're going to have to watch the cross ice passes in the neutral zone because Omaha's stepping up on those.
Lancers win the faceoff. They draw it in behind. Mazakowski played it on the near side. Hubbard for the Capitals tried to clear it out. And he does. He gets it up to Kruger. Kruger on the right-hand side. Brings it down and Lancers in the rink and offsides. Drop pass back to, I think it was Hubbard or Baxter, and couldn't hang on to it.
Well, you just need to simplify the game here a little bit, get some momentum by getting the puck in deep and letting everybody else enter this zone. We're trying to get cute and, too cute with the passing and the drop passes right at our blue line, and just get the puck in deep. Keep the game simple here.
Lancers send it down into their defensive side of the ice. They break it up to the neutral zone. Playing the right side now, trying to get around Davison. Davison is just going to ride him into the inboards. Tipped in front, saved by Mazakowski. Nice shot by number 47. A great save by the Capitals goalie, Mazakowski. 12:20 left in the second. Capitals win the faceoff. They draw it up to the blue line. Sent back down in deep, down into the Capitals' defensive side of the ice. Capitals just having a tough time like they did in the first period, moving it forward. And that goes up in to protect the netting, going to get a whistle. 12:02 left in the second. Face off to the glove side, Mazakowski. Capitals win the face-off. Knopfler sends it all the way around the sideboards. On the near side, Paul chips it in, down in the Lancers in the ring, chasing after it in the left-hand side of the ice. Played by shot goal! Paulus put it top shelf.
Sniped it.
And sniped the goalie. And the Capitals up 2-1. Wow, what a nice shot by Paulus. That was nice work by Paulus that shift. He's the one that made that happen, got the puck down in deep, kept it in the offensive side of the ice, and Capitals make it 2-1 hockey game.
Well, he kind of ended his game streak, last night.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
But start a new one,
Porp with the assist. Sam Knopfler with the assist on it. And the Lancers bring it down, and the Capitals in the rink, play it on the far side.
Just need to keep working here, Tony. Keep those feet going.
Oh, boy, I thought that was going in. It went on the backside of the net. Capitals have it on the sideboard. Right out in front, tip loose. And the Capitals able to come up with it. Poke check away. That was a nice poke check by Webb. Webb brings it down the left side of the ice, down in the Lancers into the rink. 11:09 left in the second. Bounce the puck loose. Back out the center ice it comes. Played by Starr. Starr.
Just can't get in a hurry there.
Yeah.
You got time and space.
Shot up over the head. Going to be a penalty on the Capitals. But extra attackers out there for the Lancers. Capitals chasing after it. They should get a whistle there as Mazakowski going to get an interference call on the Capitals. Capitals will be on the Des Moines printing penalty kill. Big or small, give Tyler Scott a call for all your printing needs. I didn't see the interference call.
Time of the penalty, 6 minutes, 20 seconds into the second period.
10:39 left in the second. 1:58 on the penalty. Who got it? Was it Sam Knopfler? Is that what they said?
Yeah.
Penalty kill unit out there for the Capitals. Hubbard, Bellis, Kruger, and Wiersma. Lancers have it down below the blue line on the far side. They're going to walk the top of the circle, drop pass back. Shot on net, saved by Maslow. Mazakowski with the save. 10-10 left in the second, 1:31 left in the penalty. Lisa Christ back home listening.
Paulus and Baxter come out to get a change here.
Lancers win the faceoff. They draw on the far side, now on the near side. Down into the corner it goes. Baxter out to the blue line. Paulus plays it on the far side. Good movement by the Capitals on the penalty kill. And off the glass, the back of the glass, behind the goalie, it comes off there, and Mazakowski just gloves it down and hangs on to it and gets a whistle.
That wasn't Knopfler. Knopfler just came out on the ice, so I don't know who's in the bin.
I'll look here.
Paulus on a breakaway.
Paulus all across the blue line, all the way in. Shot, save, and going to drew a penalty.
Hook. Might have been a hook.
And going to get a slashing call on the Lancers.
Yeah.
Will Young is in the penalty box for the Capitals. 2 minutes for interference. Now number 12 for the Lancers goes in for a hooking call, or a slashing call, I'm sorry. 4-on-4 hockey for the next 57 seconds.
Junior Lancer penalty, says number 12, Colby, you're 2 minutes for slashing.
That's a nice breakaway by Paulus. It's the toast he ate during intermission.
It's the toast.
Yeah. Shot on net, save
that
by
just
the
trickled right by the crease.
Yeah. We get our money's worth out of that toaster for sure. Capitals have it down on their defensive side of the ice. Played by Tanner Christ. He's able to clear it out.
How many toasters do you think you've been through?
Just, you know what? We just talked about that out there. We've only went through one. This is our second toaster, and it's been a good one. Maybe two. I think we burned one up at Bucks Arena.
So is it a new toaster every year?
No.
Oh.
This same toaster we had last year or halfway through the last season. We've only had a toaster a couple seasons, so.
I was going to say, it's probably a toaster a year almost because those guys use it.
They use the heck out of it. And it's not an expensive one because I buy the cheap one. So it's a KitchenAid one. So if you're buying a toaster, KitchenAid, if it lasts through the Capitals, it's got to be a good one.
Yeah, if it can be stored in a box and used over and over again.
So the Lancers with it right up the right side of the rink. Down into the Capitals into the rink. And every week, somebody's got bread on sale for us. Shot saved by Maslow. Loose puck. And the Capitals come up with it. Maslow was scrambling.
Empty net.
Yeah, it was an empty net for the Lancers. They could have got a shot on net, but Capitals didn't allow it. Now Capitals on a Little Debbie Snack Cake power play. So let them get cycled up here. Capitals changing it up. And the Lancers want a penalty on Tanner Christ, not going to get it.
That was a flop.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
Tanner ran into him. The
I
kid
think
acted like
Tanner barely touched him.
Now the kid's still trying to sell it.
Oh, he broke his stick. Maslow broke his stick, so he needs another one.
Oh. And they're looking for it over there. Hopefully they got a second stick. Oh, they do. And don't see that very often with the goalie. Breaks the stick right in the middle of it.
I don't even know how much goalie sticks are.
Not as expensive as the player stick. I wouldn't want to buy a player stick right now. 29 seconds left on the power play for the Capitals. They send it on the far side. Delayed offsides on the Capitals. They got to come back and retreat through the neutral zone. Played by Knopfler. Knopfler sends it over to Webb on the far side. Played at the blue line, kept in by Baxter. Baxter gets it in underneath the kid laying on the ice. Centering pass right out front. Shot goes wide. Goal! On the deflected goal, and the Capitals go up 3-1.
I didn't even see what happened there. Did it come off the goalie? Did he get a piece of it and then?
I'm going to see if I can see the replay of it here, or not the replay, our delayed play.
That was weird. I mean, I think maybe the goalie got a piece of it and it trickled up past him.
Yeah, I think it did. The goalie definitely had the first save, and then I think it rolled up to him and in the net. We'll take it however we can get it, and the Capitals go up 3-1.
Well, let's keep the pressure going here, Tone.
We need to. Capitals play it down and then behind their own goaltender, right out in front, shot, goal. And the Lancers make us pay for it, and the Lancers make it a 3-2 hockey game. Nice pass, nice centering pass by the Lancers right out front. Had a guy in the high slot cutting. On an offensive drive like that, that's what you want from a team, but not what you want for the Capitals at that time. Tanner Chris, I don't know what Tanner's saying to the referee out there. Tanner just had a 10-second conversation with the referee on the faceoff. Is he selling him insurance, or is he asking him where we should go eat at next? Or I have no idea.
Tanner's a character.
Yes.
God knows what Tanner's saying to him.
Yeah. I left my iPhone. I had a hard telling what he's asking. We went to bed pretty early last night. Everybody did, at least the team-wise. And Tanner Chris gets up this morning. He goes, well, can we go? We had to run a stretch at 8. Of course, the varsity game's not till 10. He goes, is there any way we can go back to bed for another hour? I said, Tanner, how the heck are you tired? You slept all night, didn't you? Well, I'm always tired. I go back and take a nap. I'm like, Jesus, Tanner. He's trying to get an extra hour of sleep out of it. And usually we get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:30 on the road. We didn't make the kids get up to the stretch until 8 o'clock this morning. So puck goes all the way down, and the Capitals in the rink, played by Davison. Davison up to Wiersma. Down in behind the goal line, 6:36 left in the second period, 3-2 hockey game. And that's going to be icing on the Capitals. But Tanner was certainly trying to sell it to me that he needed to stick around the hotel for an extra hour. He didn't win the battle.
Yeah.
He ran it by, he even ran it by Coach Spring. Coach Spring looked at me, and I shook my head, no, I don't think so. And Coach says, nope, we're not doing it. So,
well, at least he asked.
Yep,
you know?
He tried. Shot on net, saved by Maslow. Shot, save again, goal. And the Lancers tie it up.
You got to clear the puck. Can't have 3 or 4 shots on your goaltender. I mean, Maslow saves 3 and the last one goes in.
Capitals win the faceoff. They draw it down, and the Lancers in the rink chasing after this Kruger. Kruger gets to it at the end boards and behind the goal line, played by and the Lancers have it now. Sent over to the far side. Logan with it. He's the one that just scored their goal, number 44. Just under 6 minutes remaining in the period. Right out in front. Lancers have it now. Down below the goal line, played on the near side. Capitals trying to clear it out, can't get a hold of it. The Lancers just keep it down to the Capitals' defensive side of the ice. Played on the near side. Picked off by Young. Young sends it over to Kruger. Kruger bats it out of the air, brings it down, and the Lancers in the ring. Shot over the head of the goaltender, played on the near side. Capitals spreading it out on the defensive side. They couldn't hang on to it. The puck comes free all the way out to center ice. Down into the Capitals into the ring, trying to get around Myers. Shot on net, saved by Mazlikowski. The Lancers pick it up down below the goal line. Played on the far side. Lancers have it on the shot, saved by Mazlikowski. I don't like that I have to say Lancers so many times in a play going down, but they are definitely controlling the play of this game right now. So. Face off to the stick side of the Capitals goaltender. Bragg with the face off. Capitals win the face off. They draw it on the far side. Down and deep, played by Davison. Davison to Bragg, and the Capitals turn it over. Lancers pick it up at the top of the circles. Played on the near side. Back out to center ice it comes. Star with it. Turnover by the Capitals. Capitals just waited for the Lancers to come after them. I try not to say the Lancers' name, but my God, they got the puck half the time, 3/4 of the time.
Well, we watch a defenseman just watch a puck go right by him and go to the bench instead of playing the puck.
4:10 left in the second period, knotted up at 3. Easily could be a 5-3 game right now in favor of the Lancers. Face off to the glove side of Mazlikowski. Lancers win the face off. They draw it down in the corner. Played by the Lancers on the far side. They keep it alive down in deep. Chasing after it is Knopfler. Shot on net, saved by Mazlikowski, and we got by with one there as it was still loose. Is the net off? Yeah, it was early whistle in favor of the Capitals there because I was watching the puck. Maslow went to cover it up and never got it covered up all the way, but the referee was on the back side of the net, opposite side of where the goal or the puck was. Picked off by the Capitals. Capitals have it now. Paulus brings it down the right side of the ice. Shot on net, saved by the Lancers goaltender. Sent off on the near side. The Capitals picking it up in behind the goal line. Played by Paulus. Tanner Chris with it on the sideboards. Capitals keep it alive at the blue line. That was a nice job by Stiles. Sent over to the near side. Chasing after it is Baxter. Capitals got a little bit of breathing room down on the offensive side of the ice. And the Lancers bring it up through center ice. Dump it down in the Capitals in the rink. Mazlikowski leaves it there for Knopfler for the Capitals. Trying to catch the Lancers on the line change. Paulus dumps it down into the Lancers defensive side of the ice. Capitals trying to get back here as the Lancers bring it down into the defensive side of the ice for the Capitals. 2:50 remaining in the third.
Can't have three guys below the goal line.
Oh, boy. Capitals got bunched up there, and going to be a penalty on the Lancers. Slashing call on the Capitals.
He slashed him like 3 times before. Yeah.
Capitals be on the Pickett Finch Creamery power play. Oops, I didn't want to do that one. That's one. 2:38 left in the second. Capitals send out Kruger Knopfler on the backside. Hubbard on the left. Center is Baxter. And Webb playing the right side of the ice. Shot on net off the faceoff. Lancers put a shot on net. Mazlikowski has to come up with a save. Here comes the Capitals back the other way. Send it over to the far side to Baxter. Baxter leaves it there for Webb. Capitals trying to wrap it around. Fires it, shot, goes in the shin pads. Kept in at the blue line by Kruger. Left there for Knopfler. Knopfler fires it on net, saved by the Lancers goaltender. 2:11 left in the second. 1:33 left in the power play for the Capitals. Capitals win the face-off. Draw it over to Kruger. Kruger to the far side to Webb. Webb back out to Kruger. Fires it tipped in front. That was a nice tip by Hubbard. Got the goaltender out of position. Shot save. Capitals not looking too bad on this power play. Over to the far side. Back out to the point to Kruger. Kruger to Knopfler. Goal! Boy, you saw that coming.
Yep.
And they had the goaltender moving left to right. And Knopfler makes them pay for it. Nice movement by the Capitals.
And
That was looking
Knopfler,
pretty.
and Knopfler didn't get all of that either.
No, he did not.
We know how that young man could
Yes.
shoot, and that was not everything he has, but he wanted to make sure he got that thing down.
Yeah, he did too. It stayed right flat on the ice, and that was a nice goal by the Capitals.
All right, well, let's see
Yes,
if we can
yes.
keep this momentum
Yes.
going. You know, it seems like we get a lot of momentum going, and we just relax, and that's all. This Omaha team's a damn good team. You can't just relax.
Capitals win the faceoff. Oh, hard hit on Port, bringing the puck in. He bounces
that
right
was
back.
pretty high. That
Down.
was a really high hit on Mr. Porup. If I know something about Mason Porup,
Yeah,
he'll get his.
he'll get his payback. Capitals have it crisp. Tried to get the pass off, got blocked, and the Capitals dump it back down, and the Lancers in the rink. They tag up, go back in after it, and the Lancers break it out. Picked off by the Tanner Chris for the Capitals, and he sends it down. Tried to get it in deep, picked off by the Lancers. And here comes the Lancers back the other way. 2-on-3, shot on net, saved by Maslow. 1:05 left in the period. Played on the far side, up to Burnell. Burnell out there. Seen to change his lanes up a little bit. Got that third line out there for the Capitals. Bragg's out there now too. Out there with Webb. Defensive side, Young and Myers. Young skates it in on the left side, gets taken down. Kept in by Burnell. Fires it, shot goes wide past the goaltender. Shot tipped, and the third line doing their job out there. Back out to Young. Young fires it off the shin
That's what
pads.
he didn't need.
Yeah, didn't need that. Here comes the Lancers down the opposite way. Down in the Capitals in the rink. Shot saved by Mazlikowski. 16 seconds remaining in the period. Played on the far side, and the goaltender, Maslow, just hangs on to it. And the Omaha bench does not like that at all. But it's his right to hang on to it. And now the referee and the linesman talking about it.
It's not a penalty.
It's not a penalty. He does not have to play that puck. Unless they're going to call it. They might be calling delay a game.
No. The clock, they stopped the clock at 14 and then they started it again.
Oh, is that what they're talking about? Okay. And the head coach for the Lancers not liking whatever they're talking about. He's screaming back at him.
There shouldn't be any more time put on the clock. If anything, there should be less time because they
stopped it because Maslow covered it. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, they stopped it at 14 and then they started it again about a couple seconds later.
They did not win the battle on that. Shot on net, saved by Maslow. Pile up in front of the net. 5 seconds left, and the Capitals come up with it in behind the Capitals goalie.
Need to get rid of the puck.
Oh, boy. That's it.
At the end of the second period, the Detroit Capitals each Omaha Junior Lancers 4-3.
What the hell are they letting them do
Yeah,
that?
I don't know. 12 just came up and slashed Wiersma on the back of the legs. Oh. All right, we're going to... Dan Chris talking to number 2 over there like, yeah, I have to find out what he's saying. He's smiling. All right. Be back with third period action in 15, 20 minutes. Thanks for listening to Des Moines Capitals Hockey. All right, back with you, Des Moines Capitals hockey. Capitals sitting in a little bit better spot than they were yesterday this time. They are up 4-3. And we got a Lancer roster here, so we'll try our best. I hear we have some Lancer fans listening as the Lancers feed went down, and Rob and I know that too well. We've been there before. So we'll do our best.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Glad to have you along.
The Lancers with it at the blue line here. Down in deep, sent over to the far side, played by Hubbard. And here comes the Capitals back the OA. Gets that up to Clark Kruger. Kruger's in. Just a little bit out of reach for Clark Kruger. Back out to the point. Fires it. Shot save. Shots went wide. And the Capitals put some shots towards the net. Shot save again. Loose puck. And the young goaltender for the Lancers hangs on to it.
Well, and this period is starting differently than the last two. The Lancers really came out and put a ton of pressure on the Capitals to start out each period. And this third period, the Capitals flipped that and kind of start out with their own pressure here. So,
face off to the glove side of the Lancers goalie. Capitals win the face off back to Myers. Myers to Paulus. Fires a shot. Save. Boy, I don't know how that didn't go in. That looked like that was going in. It was a nice save by the goaltender for the Lancers. 16-10 left.
I don't know if that got redirected.
Yeah, it looked like it did.
Because it looked like it was headed right
Yeah.
outside the post.
Yeah. The Lancers win the face-off. They draw it on the near side. Up through center ice, left-hand side. Down into the Capitals into the ring. Laid on the far side. Trim board. Back out the top side. Shot saved by Mazalkowski for the Capitals. And the Capitals with it now up to Paulus. Paulus with a goal already tonight. Brings it all the way in. Couldn't get the shot off. Kind of got tied up there as he was trying to go around the defender. Sent to the far side. Played by Young. And the puck comes free all the way out to center ice. Off to the near side. Christ with it. Dumps it down in. Lancers pick it up in behind their own goaltender. Capitals making a line change. And the Lancers have it at the near side. Bounce the puck loose on the Capitals have it on the far side now. Davison brings it all the way in and goes up into the Lancers player bench. 14:54 left of the third. Why is the clock running? I don't know why the clock's running.
Well, I don't know why he's being so adamant with the referee. The referee's going to say it's the home clock.
Well, I saw the guy run the clock. He was throwing things over there. It's like, well, just stop the clock. On the near side to play it. If they want to run it, that's fine. We got the lead. Sent over to the far side. The Lancers bring it down into the Capitals in the ring. Right out in front. Shot saved by Mazalkowski. Sent off into the near side.
Good backhand shot there by the Lancers.
Yeah. Played on the near side. Down in that blind corner. We just guess what's going to come out of that corner because we can't see it. Puck comes all the way out to center ice. Picked off by the Lancers. Loose puck. And Kruger with it on the far side for the Capitals. Sends it down into the corner.
Hubbard and Kruger battling out there. And
long pass up the near side. The Lancers bring it in. Fires a shot on net save. Mazalkowski. Up on the near side. Capitals break it out of the zone. Gets it to Baxter. Baxter dumps it down deep in the the Lancers into the ring. Lancers have it on the far side. Bouncing puck loose. Down into the Lancers, or Capitals in the rink, drop pass back. Shot on net, saved by Mazakowski, and he makes it look easy. He just hangs on to it. 13:32 left in the third period.
Capitals make a line change as well. The Lancers do as well. Well, you know, kind of went into this weekend saying, you know, kind of two evenly matched teams.
Yep.
When you look at everything on paper, and it hasn't disappointed to that.
Nope.
It's been those. Both these games have been those type of games, two evenly matched teams.
2-on-1 coming back the other way. Tanner Chris with a shot on net, saved by the young netminer. And Tanner Chris wants a penalty, not going to get it. He's pleading his case. As that's what he was talking to the referee when I was commenting about Tanner out there selling insurance. He was complaining about the interference before that goal. Capitals win the face-off. Tried to take a shot on net. Tanner Chris did. Couldn't get the couldn't get the shot off.
Well, it wasn't insurance, but he's trying to sell something.
Yeah, he was trying to sell. He was trying to sell an interference call. Puck comes free and back out to center ice. Tanner Chris with it, gets it to Porup on a sliding pass. Off the far side, off the far glass. Back out to center ice it comes. Young with it.
Young tries a cross-ring pass, just misses Porup's stick there.
Lancers bring it up the near side, gets it around Wiersma, drops it down into the Capitals' defensive side of the ice, down below the goal line. Trying to center it out front. Wiersma gets back and plays it. Back out to the Lancers' defensive side. Bragg putting pressure on him.
We got lucky there. We had too many guys on the ice almost there.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, a guy was just getting his foot off the ice when we touched up with a new player on it.
On the near side, Starr plays it off the half boards, gets it up through center ice, trying to get it to Bragg. Bragg gets a piece of it. But the Lancers defenseman sends it down into the Capitals into the rink. Mazakowski leaves it there. Mazakowski not as aggressive on the passing the puck as he was earlier in the game.
I think you're seeing some tired players on both sides right now. You know, some missed passes. When you see guys one hand swiping at the puck.
Oh, and no one back. Who was that? Baxter sent it back to the blue line thinking the defenseman would be there, and they were on the line change. The Lancers pick it up in behind their own goaltender. They send it to the far side. Couldn't get it out of the zone. Played by Baxter up to Hubbard. And couldn't get a shot off. Then off it into their far corner. Puck's loose at center ice. Capitals have it to Kruger. Kruger brings it in. Kruger trying to wrap it around. Boy, when they shot on net, save. Sent over to the far side. Baxter catching up to it. Left there for Knopfler. And the Lancers kick it out, or knock it out of the zone. Back down in the Capitals in the rink. Capitals set up in behind their own goaltender. Stiles with it. Stiles to the far side. Bouncing puck loose. Capitals come up with it at the blue line. Left there for Tanner Chris. Chris brings it in. His shot is blocked. Sent down in deep. Played by Paulus. Down in the offensive side of the ice for the Capitals. Paulus comes in, just knocks him off the puck. Nice hit by Paulus.
Got the turnover there, but just Capitals going the wrong way there and wasn't able to get the feed, get an icing call here.
9:54 left of the third period. Capitals up 4-3. Face-off's going to be to the stick side of the... Nope, they're going to be to the glove side of the Lancers goalie.
Getting close to halfway through this period, and this is kind of the crunch time where you got to start digging a little deeper. Those legs start getting a little heavy. You got to find some intestinal fortitude. Just keep digging.
Off the face-off, the Capitals get a shot on net. Capitals win the face-off draw back to the point. Young with it, fires a shot, goes wide. Back to Myers. Myers fires it towards the net and deflected off into the corner. Paulus down in deep. The Lancers pick it up. They bring it up center ice down into the Capitals into the ring. 2-on-4 coming into the Capitals defensive side of the ice. Capitals able to knock it free, but up through center ice. Paulus chasing after it. Lancers just going to turn and burn out of their zone. Couldn't do it. Kept in by Poor. Fires it. Shot save. And the Capitals are going to get an offensive face-off at the 9-10 mark of the third
And that
period.
was just good hustle by Paulus. They were on a line. They were trying to get a line change, but him being aggressive on the forecheck kind of turned that puck over.
Yep.
And now, those are the little things that you need to do late in the game is back check, forecheck.
I just looked at our messages on Facebook, and Sherry Carter says $200 to $300 for a goalie stick.
Okay, so they are pretty expensive.
Yeah, they are pretty expensive, yeah.
Sorry.
I remember being, I guess on the, I don't know. I didn't think they were close to 300 on them, but Nate hasn't played in a long time. I haven't had to buy a goalie stick in a long time, so shot on net, saved by
Yeah, and I should have
Mazikowski.
said that because I was talking to Steven's dad between periods, and he said he buys the cheap ones, and they're $250. I'm like, the cheap ones? All right.
Bouncing puck, loses. The Lancers couldn't keep it in. The puck comes out to the neutral zone. Delayed offsides on the Lancers. Capitals pick it up down below the goal line on the left side. Davison with it. Davison up to Baxter. And Lancers bring it in. Shot on net, saved by Mazikowski. He hangs on to it. 8:09 left in the period. Face off to the glove side of Mazikowski. Capitals win the face off. Kruger's with it. Kruger brings it down in to the Lancers into the ring. Fires it on net, save. And off the blocker into the high protective netting. And we get a whistle. 7:59 left in the third. 1 goal lead for the Capitals.
I like to see him fake that once and then fake that shot, give the pass, get that goaltender going down.
Capitals win the faceoff back to the point to Stiles. Stiles to Knopfler, fires it, shot deflected in front. And now the Lancers are going to break it out, bring it up through center ice. Picked off by Kruger. Kruger intercepts that pass, and here comes Kruger back the other way. Full head of steam down on the right side of the rink. And Capitals turn it over. Here comes the Lancers up through center ice. Picked off by the Capitals. Knopfler, he brings it down. We know what kind of shot he's got. Shot on net, save.
And just was able to get those legs closed and stop that 5-hole shot.
Capitals are going to get offensive faceoff. 7:31 left in the first.
Got to be careful here about how much you're pinching if you're the Capitals. Make sure you can get that puck in deep.
Capitals win the faceoff draw back to Young. Young plays it to Christ. Back to Young. Young fires it towards the net. Bouncing puck, and the goaltender had to come out and make a diving save.
Well, he was way off his point there, and that got deflected, redirected, and just was able to get over there.
Porp with the faceoff for the Capitals. Out there with Paulus and Tanner Christ. Lancers dump it down into the Capitals of the rink. Paulus just came and gave us a good old face rub here in front of us. Yeah. Puck comes all the way out to center ice, chasing after Tanner Christ. Puck goes all the way into the Lancers in the rink. Chris stays on top of it, trying to force the turnover, and he does force the turnover. Capitals force a turnover down in the offensive zone for them. Shot towards the net, saved by the goaltender. off his blocker into the high protective netting, and we get a whistle. Webb with a shot on net. 6:40 left in the third.
And the vantage point we have here is a vantage point we don't get very often, Tony. You know, we're at the ice level here.
Yeah.
We don't usually get that.
No.
We're usually high up in the rafters,
Yep.
freezing.
Yes. Yeah, we've got a pretty good seat right here today. Capitals win the faceoff. Shot on net. Kruger with a shot on net.
And this young man in goal for Omaha is keeping Omaha in this game. I mean, he's been pretty solid most of the day.
PJ Locks. That's how you pronounce it. Lancers win the faceoff. They're going to draw up to center ice. Picked off by Baxter and shot on net. Locks with a save again. And shot save again as Kruger got down there and picked up a shot. Puck goes all the way down. Icing on the Lancers. And they're not agreeing with it at all.
Number 72 showing them, I think it's 72. No, must have been number 77 then.
Capitals
Jacob Eshelman showing him exactly where he shot it from.
down in deep. The Lancers, or the Capitals pick it up down below the goal line. Baxter has it. He takes a hard hit, sends off to the near side. The Lancers dump it down into the Capitals in the rink. Mazakowski just leaves it there. Now he plays it off the high glass and almost got it out of the zone himself, and it still couldn't get it out. The Capitals couldn't get it out. Shot on net, tipped in front. Great save by Mazakowski. Back out to the point. Lancers with it. Sitting in the corner. Capitals trying to come up with it. They do. Baxter comes up with it.
Two on one.
2-on-1 with Baxter and Kruger. Back out to Kruger. Fires a shot. Goal! Nice pass from Baxter to Kruger, and the Capitals make it a 5-3 hockey game.
And you see what Kruger did there. Kruger got it and didn't try the one-timer. He holds on to the puck and waits till the goalie slides all the way over. And sometimes when goalies have to slide all the way over, they kind of slide a little bit too much and get off their point. And he waited for that goaltender to slide all the way over and then put it on the opposite side.
The Lancers are going to call a timeout. That's going to be a goal from Kruger, assisted by Baxter. It was on the turnover down in the defensive side of the ice for the...
Well, what I'm going to anticipate, the Lancers, the last time they were down by 2 goals, they just started bum rushing the net. I mean, they started really coming hard at the net, and everything they were throwing at the net, they had two guys rushing the net. So anticipate that kind of play as well. Because you're at the 5:37 mark, you got to get at least within 1 goal with 2 to 3 minutes to go.
Well, the biggest racing event in the country today is just about ready to start. Daytona 500.
Yeah, you really don't want to have to pull your goaltender with down 2 goals.
No, you don't.
So you're gonna make are you on the bus, and then is Kelly on the bus?
Kelly
too?
rode the bus over here with us.
Well, look, you maybe get to watch part of the Daytona 500.
I'll watch it all on the way home.
There you go.
It was just Coach Spring and I originally scheduled to come over on the bus. Coaches came over earlier, and so Kelly just rode over with us. But Stanislav and Coach Elliott's going to ride the bus back with us. As Stanislav's wife's from over here, and shot on net, saved by Mazakowski.
So he's going to stick around for a while?
No, his wife went back. They came over Friday. Him and Coach Elliott did.
Oh, I see.
And Coach Elliott's wife is coaching volleyball over here, so she'll go back tomorrow.
There was several people in our hotel here for the big volleyball tournament.
Face-off's going to be to the stick side of Mazakowski. 5:21 remaining in third. Caps up by 2.
Now the tendency here is what, Tony, is to sit in a defensive posture and.
Boy, I don't know.
And I don't think that's what you want to do against this team. I think you want to continue to play aggressive, and play an offense and keep the situation in mind. But
yeah. Well, I think you keep the pressure on them because I think
Yeah.
this Lancer team can score at any
pretty
second.
dangerous offensive team.
Yeah, they always have been. Capitals win the faceoff. They draw it on the far side to Knopfler. Knopfler up to Hubbard, but the Lancers keep it in at the blue line, send it down in deep. 5 minutes remain in the period. Long pass up to Kruger. Kruger one-on-one coming back the other way. And he gets knocked off the puck.
Hard hit.
Yeah, hard hit. Bounces right back up. Played by Knopfler. Knopfler has it. And somebody's stick went flying. That was Hubbard's. No icing on the Lancers, and Capitals pick it up down on their defensive side of the ice, trying to break it out of the zone. They do. Not going to make it in time for icing. Nice hustle by Tanner Christ. Stick with the play. I just want to go out there and pull down Tanner Christ's jersey. I'm used to it now because I just know it's Tanner, but you can never read at the back of his jersey.
It's the same play they've tried several times. That blue to blue cross ice pass. The defenseman got to be aware of that.
Chris dumps it down into the Lancers in the rink, played down below the goal line by Paulus. Paulus leaves it there for Porup. Porup trying to walk it out front, still loose, and the Lancers come up with it. Just under 4 minutes remaining in the period. The other thing I don't want us to do is take any stupid penalties at this time.
Nothing silly here, yeah.
Capitals get it up to Porup. Porup brings it in, shot up, deflected off the shin pads. Right idea by Porup. Puck comes free, back over to the far side. Bragg has it. Bragg up to Porup. Porup across the blue line again, about the same area, about the same shot. Off the shin pads and bounces out. Capitals have to take back up, go back in after it. 3:25 remaining in the period. Now you got to look for how soon he'll pull the goaltender.
You're going to have to do it pretty soon here with down 2 goals.
And Capitals pick it off on the pass, and the Capitals come back the other way. Nice defensive move by the Capitals, and they send it all the way down, and the Lancers in the rink picked off. The goalie left it there, thought the Lancers were going to come play it, and that was Webb that stole the puck from him. Into the corner it goes.
No shots from the point unless it's wide open. You don't need a deflection going the other way.
No. Comes the Lancers up through center ice. They tried that home run pass again, and Baxter picks it off, sidesteps one of them. Back out to the top side. Shot just went wide of the goaltender. Played on the near side by Wiersma. 2:35 remaining in the period. 2 players tied up in the corner. That was Wiersma at number 12 for the Lancers. They get free. Long pass over to Kruger. Kruger's in. Fires it. Shot. Save. And the Capitals at least are going to get that was a nice breakaway by Kruger. Capitals are going to get an offensive faceoff at the 2:20 mark of the third.
Well, and what this does is it, just keep it down in their zone. You don't have to worry about it pulling their goalie.
Yes, you're exactly right. Face off to the glove side of the Lancers goalie. Nice high pass up to his center ice. Picked off by Knopfler. Knopfler up to, nice pass up to Porup. Porup spins back to Knopfler. And I like the Capitals keeping the pressure on the Lancers. It's been a good third period for the Capitals.
You don't need to be in a hurry here, though. You don't need to be in a hurry to take shots. If they're not putting pressure on you.
Goaltender's out for the Lancers. Extra attacker out, so empty net on the one side of the ice. And chasing after it is.
Give me a race.
Porup. And we're going to get a tripping call. Porup. He was going after the puck. He didn't mean to trip the guy, but he's going to get the tripping call. Yeah. Well, Rob, the good thing here is we're down by 2.
You can ice it.
You can ice it now. You can go after that big empty net on the one side.
6 against 4 here.
Yep, but they can ice it.
And the way this Omaha team has run their power play.
And Coach Spring saying
Doing that penalty, he says to number 23, Mason Cook, 2 minutes for tripping, Time of the penalty, 15 minutes, 32 seconds.
And I don't know why they let him give them. I mean, that was like a timeout. Mini timeout for the Lancers.
Omaha.
Yeah, and they just let them. They made the Capitals come out for the face-off, but they let the Lancers stay huddled up on the bench.
Yeah, that's garbage. And I understand why Coach Spring is upset about that.
Yeah. Lancers
You got to be hard on the puck here.
Lancers win the face-off. Back out to the point it goes, putting the pressure on them over on the far side. Lancers have it down in the corner. Fires it, shot goes wide to Mazakowski.
Can't overplay the strong side on this.
1 minute remaining in the period.
And they got to touch up here.
And the Capitals able to get Hubbard off the ice as he blocked that shot. He's in some pain over there right now, Hubbard is. And the Capitals get it up out of the zone, dump it down into the Lancers' defensive side of the ice. Putting Baxter on, the kid falls down, but the Lancers able to come back and retrieve it. That was a nice, smart play by Gabe Myers. Shot it towards the net, but shot it nice and easy. Kills some more time off the clock. Here comes Lancers down and the Capitals in the rink trying to get around Myers. He does. Shot on net, saved by Mazakowski, and Mazakowski feels pretty good about himself. Sent over to the far side, played by Young. Young fires it towards the net, and there's no icing because they're on the penalty kill, so I like it. I like the penalty. They can throw it at that
before we get off the air, Tony, I want to thank Omaha here for their hospitality and especially their crew up here, the radio crew. Is that their manager too?
Yep, Michael. Yep, yeah. Michael Hughes. So thank you.
Very much a hospitality here.
Yeah, they've treated us like rock stars over here with all the respect.
Well, and both these programs have that's why it's such a rivalry, Des Moines versus Omaha, is because there's a pretty good respect for each program.
Been a fun little weekend over here. And Clark Kruger's going for it. Oh, they put the goalie back in. All right, that's going to be it. Capitals at least get 2 points on the weekend. And somebody asked me before we came over here what I thought. I said it'd be great to get 4 points, but if we could get 2, that'd be good too. So the Capitals pick up a 5-3 victory after losing yesterday to the Lancers. We'll be back in Kansas City, another road trip next weekend. So Rob Paulus, Tony Scott signing off, and thanks to the Omaha Lancers for their hospitality.